giving me? I don't have a good phone. No. Okay. In US now, let's check the past and the present now. Let's check the Democrats and the Republicans. Which of them performed more better?
At the election?
No. They are 10 or not. From the past. If you check very well, the Democrats, when there is something, when there is an issue on ground, they would like to deliberate on it. But the Republicans, they act. If you check Bush, he doesn't want your opinion.
That's not true.
No, think about it. Think about it. Every time Obama has an issue on ground, okay, it's just like now Jonathan. When Jonathan was in seat, anytime there is an issue on ground, what will he tell the press? He will tell the press that you have to make up, you have to fix a committee for that to look into the matter. That is how Democrats act. But Republicans, they take actions. No, from my own view, from what I have seen, and maybe you might have another opinion about it. From what I have seen, because me personally, right from 2008, because Donald Trump wanted to come out for 2008 election, but he couldn't come out. Since then, I've been like, because he's a billionaire. I like him because number one, he's not scared of who you are. He doesn't care who you are. Seriously, the thing he has, from everything now, the thing that he has everything. So what he was going for was just power. So me now, from everything I'm seeing, he's going to make a better president.
Okay, so let's get down. So let me say something. I'm not against Trump in the sense that nobody knows if he's going to be a good president or not. We do not know. We do know, he's a bigot, based on the statements and the actions that he has taken. I do not agree that, he's going after power per se. He's made money and made a lot of relevance for himself. If you can, the fact that you say that, he does not send people, that is not true. You can feel a sense of humility. He's the person that was the most surprised person when he won. When Trump won was himself. You can tell from his speech, you can tell from the fact that when he went to the White House and Obama was talking, he was just like this strong. He couldn't say it, wait, let me just finish. Let me finish. Now, based on what you said about Republicans, you are talking about what happens from like 2000s. You can't use that as a measuring stick for how Republicans and Democrats have been for the past 200 and something years of American history. That's first. Secondly, Obama had all those problems because in the House, the President Speaker and the rest of the House is Republican. For majority of his term, he had to deal with a House that was Republican. It's not like Nigeria where democracy does not work. There, if you have a House that is Republican and you are a Democratic president, you would not be able to go to war easily. You will not be able to wake up and just pass any policy without, talking to the House first. Even if you use veto power, like Obama has done with Obamacare and all the social acts, you will still get stuck. It will not become a bill because it will just complete gridlock. And so that's what happened for majority of Obama's tenure. Not that, Democrats are not, they don't want to do things. Republican, now, when Trump comes, he will have things, happen way easier because he has a House that is totally Republican.
So what's the best thing? Do you support his election or against?
I actually respect, okay, when you died, I was actually in support of Hillary. Well, right now, I really don't, I'm not an American, so I care less. However, you have to, as an international person, you have to think about what policies is this person going to enact. Let me give you an example. Let me talk about oil. If you notice, from the moment Trump won his election, all tech companies in America, the stock prices started to fall. Why? Trump is big on oil. What Trump would do, Saudi Arabia was happy. Google this thing. So I'm saying Saudi Arabia was happy, China was happy, Russia was happy. Why? They want the price of oil. They want the price of oil to go back up. Tech companies are not doing well. Tech companies are leaning towards more green tech. Tech companies funded Hillary Clinton because Hillary Clinton would have continued what Obama did, which is they would have come into power and helped green technology, help people that were saying, America has to export their oil so that the prices of oil can be low, so that America can work towards a green technology future and climate change and all that. Remember, for the past 1 or 2 weeks, they've been criticizing Donald Trump about climate change and that he does not believe in all that. That just tells you that he is for oil. He doesn't give a damn. And so what you will see when he comes into power is that in the next 1 year or so, oil price will jump by like maybe 10 to at least $20, maybe 70s range. So as an internationalist, that's good for me. That should be good for me as a Nigerian because we're an oil producing country. So
is that what will happen? What wants to talk about the fact that it sounds a little bit like racist. Especially there was an article I read, I've forgotten the year, when he was young, they asked him if you ever want to be a president, which party will you?
Democratic.
He said he will be Republican, that you can sell any nonsense to those people. They will.
He was a Democratic president, always funded Democratic parties up until some years ago.
Okay, let me now tell you.
So what happened?
He's a good salesman. He still went into the Republicans. He's a good salesman. For me, this guy does not even know what he's going to do with the power he has. See, USA is not just like a country, Nigeria. It's not just like a country, Nigeria, where your power only supersedes in Nigeria. He can sprang up World War III if care is not taken. Okay, he said they are not going to. He has cancelled which trade deal. He had this trans-Pacific. He has cancelled the trade deal. Do you think those countries will not go back to re-strategize? He told them, hold on. He told the Japanese that if they are not going to pay for the military services US is offering, he's going to recall troops that they can now start developing their own nuclear weapons. And when everybody is trying to dismantle nuclear weapons in the country, in the world. So, for me, he has no clue. I give him 6 months from when they induct Trump. He's a good businessman, but he's not good. He might not be the best. He does not have diplomacy. He does not have diplomacy. Anything that they are he's a good salesman. He sold to the Americans. Business is different from
I know, but you should somebody has not I don't think so.
When Buhari was talking about the same thing, why is it 6 months ago? We have how?
That's how we have and we do happiness.
I know these top people.
Excuse, let me ask you a question. You are saying something about Democrats and this thing, Republicans. That Obama, during Obama's, okay, we are still in Obama's time, that he has difficult times with the Senate, right? Because they are...
I thought you had drank since.
Okay, the House, because they are Republicans. Who passed the law of this thing, gay marriage?
It was the courts, the judiciary, but the Supreme Court. It was like a year or 2 years ago, I remember. It was the Supreme Court that agreed and made this legal. But he did support it. Obama.
So what are we talking about? Does Donald Trump, does he support?
It's a democratic government.
He doesn't support gay marriage, but that doesn't mean he can come out and do it. It is he
During the election.
He said he's not going to do
can't undo it.
There are so many things that he said during this campaign that he has gone back on.
That he cannot do.
It's a normal thing. But we want them to accept it fast. But it doesn't go fast. Can they go back?
Who create their own laws.
The only reason I'm happy for Donald Trump is
The main reason why I said we should discuss this topic. One house. The main reason why I said we should discuss this topic is because I feel like there are the leadership skills, the lessons that Donald Trump can teach us. Despite all his, his weaknesses and his challenges, and people didn't like him. Like half of the country don't like him, but still he is now president-elect. So I went through the internet to do some research, and I want to mention the 4 leadership lessons from the rise of Donald Trump.
For me, no such thing as bad here. All praise.
Okay, so the first one.
All praise is good praise. It's not true.
That's very true.
Messi Hillary up. That is the statement. Messi Hillary up.
Good for you.
All press is good press.
All praise is good praise.
All press.
Okay, so the number 1 point they made here, this is from Forbes. They said that number 1, reflecting their group. So it says numerous psychologists suggest that the key to successful leadership is reflecting the key characteristics of the group you hope to lead. That's 1. So I don't know if you. So if
bigots and racist, you act like a bigot and racist.
yeah. Then
Was it every American that
Then the next point is championing your group. So when you reflect your group, you then champion the group. The second aspect is slightly more obvious as it gushes forth in pretty much every utterances by Trump. Okay, so he loudly and brashly champions the disaffected and vows to return to them their justified status in a society that has ignored them for too long. So the third point is create an identity. So the thing is, yes, these points can be, if you want to be a leader in your field, whatever you are doing, these are the points that you can put into practice to become a leader, even though you don't really have to like Trump to use his ways. So create an identity is the third one. No one expected, nor perhaps even wanted Trump to be part of the Republican race, but he forced his way in nonetheless. Then the fourth one is turning vision into reality. So this one goes for everybody. Like if you have a vision and that you want, you have to try and try again. He tried the first time, he didn't win, but he was persistent. First time of coming out for presidency.
He's naming his cabinet already.
Are you kidding me?
You're so swaying in life.
There's nothing like it.
It's not the first time he's coming out to be president now. This is the second time.
When is the second time?
This is the second time, eh? The first time he wasn't successful. So this is second time. So it's just about being persistent.
Yeah, like our Buhari was persistent.
Exactly. Those are the things you need to take note of. If you want to be a leader, you don't even need to be good, but you are persistent. One day you will get there. Do you understand?
Exactly. You're not good at it because the people.
Nothing concern you. He's not the president of the.
They say leadership politics, whether he's good or bad.
The problem is not from Buhari, it's from people that is around.
That's always the problem. That's his problem again.
You guys should please go
That's
and
always
Google Hitler.
The same way he got
Hitler
Hitler.
making speeches. A video, I think it was a video, a picture of Hitler making a speech in I think Berlin. Hitler.
Okay.
He was talking to like a sea of over 1 million people. I have never seen anybody talk to over 1 million. It was just what I'm saying. It was over 1 million. And I was like, what was this guy telling them? Have you ever seen videos of Hitler? You see when he's talking, he'll be like, no, he doesn't. He does like, but you see, even though it is messed up, he might have been, being a messed up person, he knew how to whip up the crowd. He knew how to give speeches. He knew how to say things that made them cry. As if it was Michael Jackson that was performing on the stage. I'm serious. And it's the same thing that gave Obama his presidency. Whether he's a good person or a bad person. The first time I heard Obama talk, I had goosebumps. He won a state, I think New Hampshire or Pennsylvania, I can't remember, a completely white state. And he immediately came up, he gave a speech for 45 minutes without looking at paper or anything. I said, who is this? And it is that same quality that Hitler had. Now, are they that's very different, one good, one bad. But did they have qualities? Did they know how to carry the crowds? Did they have leadership? Yes. You know, so
Leadership quality is also
Okay.
Does oratory equal to good leadership?
no, I don't think so. You know, what she said, you know, like being able to, you know, she said that thing about carrying your people that, you know, you have decided to
You're getting sick. Okay, so those are the points I just mentioned.
Did you watch the RNC, Republican National Convention, when he came up? That was the best speech I've not seen from him. When he was talking, me, I didn't believe what he was saying.
Why wouldn't you believe it? What makes you think all you were saying was fake?
Do you know
Why would you think that all you were saying was fake? And whatever he like said was
He's just a good marketer.
Thank you, he sold that.
And that's all. He knows exactly what he wanted to hear.
Exactly. And that's what leaders do. They give to the people what they want.
She was a female. So there was gender issue. Most guys hide under these kinds of female. It's not only female, it's gender issue. So people don't start seeing the female. Next president.
That was a very big issue.
The blacks did not vote. For what reason? That Black Lives Matter. What nonsense is that one? Black Lives Matter. You allow Trump to dance on Black Lives Matter. They did not come out to vote. The black community never came out to vote.
They were angry at
They did not.
So let's
show them pepper.
Why were they angry at her?
my husband, when Bill was in power, he created this law called three strikes here out.
He did what?
He created a law called three strikes here out. So basically, if you commit an offense once, you commit an offense second time, you commit an offense the third time, you go to jail. So a lot of black people were incarcerated at the time, in the 90s. So they have that for clean things.
3 counts, you're out.
So when you like him, or like when you go and die, another clean thing. Don't even want to.
We're going to bring another law.
And the Trump, both of you, fuck both of you. We're not coming out to vote. And so,
Okay. Trump is going to he's going to become one of the best presidents the world has ever seen.
One house, so we're talking their point. Let's know that he's going to be the best. You're not saying
I'm saying he's going to make one of the best presidents.
You think he's going to make one of the best presidents?
I support him with all the qualities he has.
You can't do that. That's what they said about Buhari.
No, big Buhari.
That's what they said. You can't lose or you can never lose.
Okay.
If you look at the way he's carrying it,
Wait now. One house. Let's reflect on this leadership.
let's relate this to Buhari in 2015. No, but it was the same thing. Buhari was able to market himself, not him, Sha. But his team marketed him very well. His team marketed him very well. When Buhari saw Buhari inside suit,
Jonathan, give him 2 pass. If you didn't mess up, see, do you know okay? The reason why Hillary refused sending weapons to Nigeria, she blacklisted us because of Boko Haram. That was why Jonathan could not even fight Boko Haram very well.
We know all that.
Fine. So my brother did not sell anything. He could not even make speeches.
Let me say something.
Excuse me. You guys who heard that the the Buhari administration implemented money to legal risk and
I heard, but I don't know how true. I don't think it's true.
Who said it?
I don't think it's true.
Shebi, you get the blind item.
Okay. It's okay. Please let us just go through the points again, I beg. No. There are 5 business lessons. No, I'm getting to the 5 business lessons. Let's go through these 4 leadership lessons. Reflect your group, champion your group, create an identity, and then turn vision into reality. Okay, so now let's look at the 5 business lessons from watching Donald Trump. Okay, so number 1 is make your voice heard. So let me just read a bit about that. How many times have you heard the line? Listen. How many times have you heard the line that to succeed you must make your voice heard, even when nobody is paying attention? Make your voice. In your workplace, anywhere you find yourself.
Shout, let your lungs go, sir. Here, not you.
If you have an idea, let your voice be heard. Say it. Instead of keeping it to yourself. If not, you can't be a leader. You can't be a leader keeping ideas and your own opinion to yourself.
Yeah, but then it should also be what you do as well, not just what you say. You can't say one thing and do another.
Exactly.
Let
Let me go through these 5 points that we can round up. Then the next point is be prepared. CEOs don't have a lot of time to prepare, but the really good ones know their stuff stone cold before an important event, call or presentation or meetings. So you need to be prepared. Like you can't just wing it. You can't just go somewhere and say, I'll just go and wing it. You get there and you F up yourself, you understand? So some people can do it like that. Because they are good like that if they know their stuff. If they know their stuff, definitely. But if you want to be a leader, if you want to grow from where you are now to become a leader, you have to be prepared.
because you need some mad people in the crowd that ask you one question before.
Then the third one is words are a powerful motivational tool. The best business leaders have a great style about their communication. Think of Warren Buffett and how almost every business person hangs on his every word in the annual letter. So you have to learn how to use words, to motivate others. Then the fourth one is you need a lot of stamina. To be a leader, you need a lot of stamina. You can't be lazy. You understand? You have to have the energy to be able to, talk to people, to go places, to meet people. You have to have that stamina to be energetic. Then the last one is know when to exit. Business leaders often find themselves in trouble when they stay in a market or a product for too long, even when the numbers are telling them a story of failure. So the last point is that you need to know when to exit. So that's it for leadership and how it relates to Donald Trump and his campaign and how he rose to become the president-elect. Any last words?
It's not a question.
Let's move to that. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move to
Wait.
Please allow him now.
You said something about making your voice heard.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, to be sincere with you, as far as Nigeria is concerned, scrap that thing out because it can't work in Nigeria.
Why?
It can't work.
Wait. Let him
Down.
Let him land.
Maybe now, come out now and just bring out his idea. Someone up there will take his idea and take the credit.
What kind of idea?
Excuse me.
Allow him to talk because
Excuse me. Someone, a layman now that doesn't have any background will just come. Bring out his own idea. Someone up there now. Yes. Someone up there now will come and take it. And you can't say about it.
You're not serious. Cake that you brought, you want to take home. I'm taking it.
2 hours of getting you wrong.
She
I
makes
just see people. Sorry, wait. I want to counter what you just said. See, when it comes to business ideas, even proposals, you're supposed to patent it. See, if you have a patent to your idea, before you go and say, I'm submitting proposal to you, and then you're referencing to what you have, your experience. It matters. Seriously, it does. The guy that gave the idea about using, what's it called? Candidate to do election. I went behind him and did the deal.
But one question.
He sued INEC.
But one question.
They paid him solidly for it. Let me just.
One question.
Okay.
Does all those ideas have to be related to the government?
So I want to ask you.
No, it's not necessarily government. Like what he had was with a telecom organization. Submitted a proposal. 6 months later, he had the proposal.
What is
He didn't patent it.
What is the context of your comment? I'm not trying to understand. What is in what context are you talking
How
about?
does it relate to what we're talking about?
They said make your voice
Said make your voice heard.
She was talking about.
So he's saying you can't work in
As a
Nigeria.
leader, like if you want to make your voice heard.
He's not yet a leader now. He's
No,
trying to be a
No,
leader.
stop saying that.
Getting there.
That's getting
He said that it is too much in Nigeria because once, like say, someone that is under the line or whatever gets his voice heard, somebody has to pick up his idea or something.
I don't think. I think the problem is for me. What I am learning now, presently, even in my life, is that most of us don't know how to communicate. Now let me explain.
Most of us don't know how to do
Don't
what?
know how to communicate.
Oh.
I'm learning that a lot of the people that you see that are very successful are very good in communicating. From politicians that know how to use not just words, even like informal communication. It could be through religious bodies. I have been where somebody was talking about bringing in an Anglican priest, because they wanted to sway voters in the East. That is intelligence. That is high intelligence. The Sokoto Caliphate is the head of, I don't know if there's any Muslim here who agree with me. The Sokoto Caliphate is the head of all Muslims in Nigeria, which means they direct basically what you know.
Oh, okay, thanks.
That is communication. Which means, it might not be something. Wait. Yeah, I'm coming. Wait, calm down. I'm starting there.
Okay.
Yes. So it might not be something that is very obvious. These guys have done years upon years and have mastered the art of communicating to the public, even in the way that the public will not even know that they are being communicated to. It might not be on newspaper. Now, let me go back to America. Wait.
The site was for Nigeria.
I'm bouncing. Wait. Wait now. I'm bouncing. No, I'm not going off. Let me land. What made Obama? What made Obama? Obama made a speech in TNC or I can't remember what year. I think it was 2007 or whatever. But it was a Democratic National Convention. The senator that was supposed to give the speech was unavailable. So they said, who else should they give? I think it was an Illinois senator. They said one black boy like that is an Illinois senator. What is his name? Barack Obama. He came out there. That was how he made it. That was it. He put his leg in the door and made sure he entered.
Hey.
As he gave that speech, America, people were Googling and asking who the hell is this. He knew that was his first opportunity. He would never have the opportunity to talk to that much Americans, to communicate his idea and his vision for himself and where he wanted to get to. So he spoke like his life depended on it. People were running mad in that place. And that was it.
Wow.
Now wait. Let me come back to Nigeria. Edo State Governor Oshomole, how did Oshomole become very popular? It had a platform. I'm going somewhere. And so the platform he had was what? He was a union leader. Everything that he was doing as union leader was shaping your public opinion about him. You had no idea who he was, but he was carrying out actions because he knew that everything that you were going to know about him would definitely lead to where he was trying to get to. What I'm trying to craft here is that for us that are low, like we probably don't have that kind of platform, we have to start thinking. You see, one day Oshomole was probably nobody.
Yeah.
But he understood that every platform he had to be very intelligent about how he was going to communicate. And that is something that a lot of people that are, like in our level, don't sit down to think as much on how, we want to communicate. Because you see, your communication is not just to the people that you want to in quotes, lead, rule over. But it's also even up to the people that you want to give you lessons. I'm just giving an example. So we just have to be very, but not, I think I'm learning because I've made mistakes, in trying to communicate, and I'm like, oh, this is how this guy did it, this is how Tony Lumilu started the standard chapter, why do you think a lot of people, when Dangote wants to, let me give you an example, when Dangote wants to, before he does anything, refining, since when have you heard about Dangote's refining? Close to 10 years. You just be making noise. That's communication. It's creating an idea in your head. Why does he want to be listed on Forbes? It's all that money is money. It's not his money. He wants you to have an opinion. He wants you to have a persona about him. He's communicating an idea to you. He's telling you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You don't, and so you just start thinking like, okay, this guy must. Oh, let's give him money. Let's give him more money. Let's give him land. Let's give him a machine. In fact, there's not that person that can do that apart from this guy. That is the power of communication. These guys understand it. We do not. So, and that's why I was saying that is what made Donald Trump. Donald Trump knew how to run that thing. It's completely intelligent.
Nice. So, I guess you have answered your question now.
You mentioned something. You talked about opportunity when you were talking about Obama. Yeah. That opportunity to put his leg in the door. That's what you said. Some of us don't have the opportunity. I want you to tell us now. How do we get that opportunity?
Or even when we don't have the courage to grab it.
No. When you talk about courage, when you talk about courage,
Preparation. You are prepared.
Most of us are prepared.
The question is how to recognize
Most of us are prepared. That's what I'm telling you.
We have to round it up.
why, so that we can start playing games. This is not important. Let's talk to him.
Everybody gets opportunities. And it's just the courage to grab that opportunity. Or how prepared you are to get opportunities.
And that's the problem.
We are prepared.
That is actually where I was trying to come in when you were saying something. Many of us want early arrival. There is no room for preparation. There is no room for sitting to be mentored. No, listen. There's a place of mentorship. See now.
Listen to the author.
There's a place of mentorship in anything you do.
In the music industry, it's not true.
It's not supposed to be that way now.
But they're making it, so why would they come and say, fuck mentorship?
It's about the end, not the beginning. You don't just want to judge people by what is happening now. It's about the end. Check some of them and find out how they end.
How they lasted.
No, find out now. Find out. It's something you can find out. Find out how long.
I don't think they care.
They don't care.
See, that they don't care does not mean that you're not supposed to follow the right thing.
You guys,
You're looking at after effects and some of these things. These
how
are
do
the
you
goal.
identify? How do you know
Uh,
when it is the opportunity? That's what I asked you.
If you were prepared, you will realize your opportunities. You understand? And you seize it.
I think if you're ready for it, you know.
Just continue to prepare yourself.
And when you get the opportunity, you grab it, you take action. Because you can be looking at opportunity. Opportunity can be as slow as a snail. The opportunity, you'll be looking at the opportunity, the picture will be pass you. And one day to pass you if you don't grab it. If you don't grab it.
From my own point of view, opportunities are lying everywhere around, but you're not just open to it. That's just the thing. I would not want to be a carpenter and you see me in the midst of welders. I will not have an opportunity there now. What ecosystem am I trying to create around them? Yes, that's the truth. Now, what ecosystem am I trying to create? Sorry. Yeah, but it's called an ecosystem. You have a group of people in the same group. So what am I trying to create? If I want to be a fisherman, I want to look for where fishermen are and stay in their midst. One opportunity to go back, and you grab it. This guy wanted to be a president. That's why he was in that conference. Waiting, do you think that was the president waiting for that conference? He may have been going there waiting for how this man should break legs now. Maybe just Yes, now. I was opportune to attend one meeting. I didn't know what the meeting was all about. But other people have been attending. I saw that companies presenting. I was like, Anise, why did you get this information? Why did you get it? Because I was not in that system.
But now you have the opportunity.
I have the opportunity, and I didn't know the person was sitting. Okay, funny enough, I wanted to go and meet somebody. I didn't know the opportunity was sitting.
That is why it's
It's just being aware of your environment, knowing the tools. Like one of my favorite life coach or business coach, Steve Harris, will tell you, it's not what you don't have that is limiting you, it's what you have and you don't know how to use it.
That you don't want to use, not even know how to use.
You don't know how to use it. I might be very good in running around, but I don't want to use. I don't know how to use running around. I didn't know maybe I can be an errand boy and making money. Someone is asking an errand boy and making money. It's something you have that you don't know how to use it. There's some things you have, some skills you have, you might be giving it free.
That's the place of training.
No, wait, excuse me, there's something I cannot train you.
I
cannot train you on some things specific to your life. I cannot train you on oh, like what?
So why are you not saying like it's all about not knowing how to do that?
See, you have to look inwards.
Know what you're about to do.
Know what you are good at. And use it as self-progress. Sincerely, when I read that, he didn't come down to start teaching me this is what you have to do.
Okay.
I sat down and I asked myself, nah, what are you very good at? Sincerely, I checked all my phone records. I have people that they will never call you when it's business, but when they have to, now they call you to see for advice. I'm advertising my advice.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.